What's up? It is your boy, Mark My Words. This is another edition of Mark My Events. This is where we get into little, current events, topics, things that's going on currently right now. We get to them, talk about them as a little community, and give our opinions. It ain't nothing about it. Hey, listen, everything ain't that serious. So we're going to get to it today. We're going to talk about a current event that's going on and see what y'all think about it. So put y'all comments on the screen. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Mark My Words 22. Coach Mark My Words YouTube page. So this here Carley Russell situation, we got to go in on this, y'all. Cause listen, I you know how you see a little event happen, and then the more details you get, you like, ooh, I can't let this one go. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. So this one I couldn't let go, man. The more details they come out with, the more it stirred up my spirit. You understand me? So get comfortable with your boy, man. It's Mark My Events. I'm going to talk about it. Put your opinions on the screen. Now, let's make sure we understand this very, 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 very important fact. Miss Carley Russell has returned to her family. She is safe. She is in good hands. She is not injured. She's cool. We would not be posting this here video, doing this here, we wouldn't be doing none of this if she wasn't safe. But she is safe. She's in good hands. She's all good. She been checked out. She been cleared. She good to go. So that's what's important. But since she is good to go, you understand me? I think we got to talk about some of the facts. Now, for some of y'all don't know, I'm going to recap it for y'all. Now, July 13th, down in, somewhere in between, Bessemer and Tuscaloosa, Alabama, they reported a woman reported herself missing, so to speak. When missing, whole state, they looking for the authorities. FBI got involved. They looking for this missing person. Couldn't really find her. 48 hours, she show up at the crib. She shows up at the crib. It was all over the news, all over the nation. We was watching it. She shows up at the crib. Everybody's kind of surprised, like, damn. We thought she was missing. Now she ain't missing. She back to the crib. Everything must be all good, right? So that's kind of the synopsis of the whole situation. Now she's going through trying to help them clear up their investigation. And she might be in some issues just because of they not really believing she was ever missing, right? So a lot of people got their thoughts and opinions on this type of thing. So like, share, and subscribe, all right? We're going to get into it. So now, Miss Carley Russell. Now we're gonna jump. I'm talking about jump all the way into it. Now, first off, black folk, y'all know they don't really be looking for us. They don't really be looking for us. They say they do, but it's like hundreds and thousands of black women that go missing all the time, and they don't have all these statewide searches and hound dogs and canines and all that. They don't do all that. But for this situation, it made national news. So they had to go ahead and follow up. Y'all know how I go. Stuff don't get rowdy until somebody hear about it. You understand me? So they start looking for her. Shit goes crazy, right? So Miss Carley Russell. Now, starting from the beginning here. If you gonna lie about something, okay? You got to lie about something you done did before. You can't lie about something you never did. Niggas can lie about making a couple dollars on the corner, or they hit a lick with something, because they might have done that a few times before. You can't lie about riding no horse. You ain't never been on no horse. Some of y'all ain't never seen no horse. It's hard to lie about something you've never done. So understand that throughout this little situation in this story, old sis probably got caught up because she lying about something that she ain't know nothing about, that had never happened to her. I'm quite sure she had never been abducted before. You understand? All right. So starts out with this. So they got her on surveillance, leaving the job, right? She works as a little medical professional or whatever. They got her on camera, leaving the job with a couple items from the job, right? Now, you know how, a lot of y'all take stuff from your job. You're not supposed to, but you do. And sometimes it's just stuff that you're going to use on a camping trip or on vacation. You might need it for the crib. Some of y'all take toilet paper from the job. It is what it is, right? They got a lot of it. They can spare a few rolls. Now, she's on surveillance leaving her job. Now, I don't know about a lot of y'all, but if your job got cameras, you're supposed to know. Not only are you supposed to know, you're supposed to know the security guard that watched them same cameras. You also supposed to know if they throw the footage away that night or if they keep it for about a week or two. And you're supposed to know the dead spots where there are no cameras at. Like when y'all be trying to smoke y'all little cigarettes or y'all little Black and Milds or hit y'all little L in the parking lot, you're supposed to know the dead spots where the cameras are not at. I don't know if Carley knew where the cameras were at and where they weren't at. Okay? Now, again, if you're not used to doing illegal things, you might not be as aware where all the surveillance is. She needed to ask somebody at her job who's used to doing illegal things, and they could have told her where all the cameras are. You know, you always got that one person at work. They know where all the cameras are. Oh, girl, outside of the women's bathroom, right to the left corner, ain't no cameras there. They can't put no cameras right there. She should have asked somebody. Apparently, she did not. So they got her on surveillance, leaving the job at about 9:15, something like that, right? She go and get some food. So this must be part of the plan, like, oh, I'm going to leave a paper trail, right? I'm going to leave a paper trail so these people know I actually was going somewhere. So she go and get some food from whatever little food spot she went to go get food from, right? So the food was in the car when they found the car. Boom. Now, apparently, her plan is I'm going to call 911 so that they know that I'm where I'm saying I am when they find my car. Now, something happens when you call 911, ladies and gentlemen. They ask a lot of motherfucking questions. And I'm talking about they ask shit that you don't know why they keep asking the shit while somebody is laying on the ground bleeding. Like, what color shirt do we got on? What color is his eyes? What had happened? Where is the moon right now? What type of street lights is out there? Was y'all listening to music? Was y'all drinking 40s? And you like, yo, if you don't send a motherfucking ambulance to come get this man, he bleeding out right now. But if you don't call 911 on a regular basis, you're not ready for all the questions they finna ask you while you on the phone. You also would not know that they ask you to stay on the phone. A lot of that is so they can render first aid. Also, the other part of that is when the officials show up, they want to know who the person is that called 911. Because a lot of times, the person that called 911 is the person that committed the crime. But if you're not used to calling 911, you're not finna know that. So, boom. She takes it upon herself to get up on the highway. Now, I don't know if a lot of y'all been to Alabama before. There's different parts of Alabama, right? But it's not like the Northeast, where it's highways everywhere, going in every direction. A lot of times, it's one main highway that go from point A to point B. And everybody got to use that same highway to get to in between cities, right? She picked the busiest it's only about one or two highways down there in them parts that she was talking about. She picked one of the busiest highways. So she come up with the story like, all right, you know what? I'm going to call them and tell them I see a toddler walking on the street. And when I see this toddler, I'm going to tell them I'm going to stay here until y'all come and rescue this here toddler, right? So she called 911. Now, they played the tape at the press conference. See, white folks is motherfuckers. Y'all know they don't like nobody lying and stretching out their resources, okay? So she done called 911. They played the recording for everybody at the press conference. The detective said, yeah, we got the 911 call. We about to play this joint for y'all right now. So she called in. They asked her name. She give her whole full name. Now, you know, if you call 911, you don't really want to give up a bunch of your information because you got an issue. And the issue is not you or your social security number. So you know how you don't really be one. She gave up her name way too willingly. Then she like, listen, I'm on the side of I-2 whatever. And I see a toddler walking by itself on the highway. She not expecting the 911 operator to ask her all these questions. Okay, well, what type of car are you driving? What are you wearing? What side of the highway are you on? Are you going northbound or are you going southbound? Is it a lot of traffic? Is it a little bit of traffic? Is it sunny outside? Is it raining? What about the toddler? Does the toddler have clothes on? Is it black or white? How tall is the toddler? How fast are they walking? Are you behind the toddler or in front of the toddler? So as the call keep going, you could tell Carley start feeling herself and she like, oh yeah, matter of fact, I don't even think this toddler got no pants on. Yeah, I'm not actually up on the toddler. I'm behind it. I just pulled over, so I'm behind it, like I'm watching the toddler. So now, in everybody's mind and the 911 operator mind, she envisions her slowly driving behind this toddler who is walking on the side of a highway. Okay, at night. Okay, at night. Now, I don't know about a lot of y'all black folk, but we're not finna be stopping on the side of the highway just because we see something. No, that ain't normally what we do, baby. They ain't. And now, we all about saving the kids. But if a kid out there that late, you know how we do. Now, who done left their goddamn kid out here? These people should be ashamed of their motherfucking self. And we keep on driving. We not finna be, because, listen here, I don't know what that Tyler doing over there, and I don't want to be a part of it when them folks show up. You know what I'm saying? So, Miss Carley gonna pull over. She said, well, I pulled over to the side. I'm behind this toddler. The toddler's just walking. Now, she didn't say if the toddler had a binky, a blanket, stuffed animal, nothing. She just said the toddler just walking. Then she gonna say he ain't got no pants. See, when you're not used to lying a lot, you start making up shit that make the story not seem right. She gonna say the toddler ain't had no pants on. So it's a butt naked toddler out there on the highway. Now, you going too far, Carley. Because you know why? When you're not used to calling 911, you're not used to giving up reports, okay? That 911 operator has gone through extensive training, continuous training, and couple little details they have to look for fake calls, because a lot of people call in to 911 and they be fake. So she's conditioned to look for little fake things, and then she asks you for little trigger questions. Okay, so how far are you from the toddler? Now, she knowing you can't be but so far from the toddler before you lose sight of the toddler at night. She's like, yeah, I'm like 600 yards from the toddler. Now, first of all, sis, I don't know the last time you've been on a football field, but most women do not measure stuff by yards. You know why? Because y'all don't do a lot of things that include yards. That's it. Men use yards when we measure stuff, because we be outside measuring stuff and building stuff. So we use yards a lot, and we watch a lot of sports. So we know 3rd and 4 means 3rd down and 4 yards till you get a first down. A lot of y'all don't use yards. So she knew something was wrong from the door. She said, now what now? She done said it's a butt naked toddler out here 600 yards away from her. She just creeping behind the toddler. She ain't. So the 911 operator already, when the sheriff's department on it, she like, listen, there's some crazy woman out here talking about some goddamn toddler on the highway. I think she said she following the toddler, but she gonna say 600 yards. Don't no lady use no yards for no, come on now. So proceed with caution, right? Boom. So apparently Carley's plan is, I'm a tell them where I'm at. Then by the time they get here, my car gonna be here and I'm gonna be gone, right? Now, side note, before she got to the scene of the crime, or the scene of not the crime, right? She stops at Target to get some snacks. Now, the surveillance got her at Target getting some snacks. Now, Carley, I don't know where you was going, baby girl. But if you planned to be gone for about 48, 49 hours, you was going to need more than some goddamn snacks. Now, I don't know about y'all, but folk, we got to eat a little bit more than some Cheez-Its and some popcorn over 48 hours. Since you finna be in the woods or a cabin or at some hotel with somebody you ain't got no business, you got to have more than them little bit of snacks. So she go to Target, get the snacks, right? Bang. So again, you on surveillance 2 times, right? Apparently, she don't really know that white folks set up surveillance at the most inopportune places. Like they got surveillance at car washes. They got surveillance. I'm talking about everywhere. Don't think you finna be nowhere they got surveillance in the woods. You not finna be nowhere that they cannot watch you or track you. Trust me on that. So bang. We back to the scene. She's supposedly creeping behind this here toddler, right? Now, I guess her plan is, now listen, I'm when them folks show up, I'm gonna have my car sitting here. It's gonna be running. I'm gonna make it seem like I tried to flee the scene and I got taken, right? So when authorities get to the scene, the car is running. I always love that the car running. Like, sis, if the car was running and you was inside the motherfucker, how they get you out of the car? Like you couldn't hit the gas real quick, because I know if somebody knock on my window too fast and I'll get scared. I hit the gas, boom. You know what I'm saying? So you is mean to tell me that you following this toddler, somebody come up and they snatch you up out the moving car? Like, I don't know why it's always the running car. All right. So bang, when they say they get to the car though, her food is in the car. So you done went and got the food, sis, to make a little paper. You ain't even eat the food. They found the snacks too, but this was crazy. Couple yards off, since we're using yards, they found her cell phone and her purse. Now, I need to help. I need everybody to pay quick attention right now. If anybody, and I mean anybody, want to find anything about you, all they got to do is look through your phone. It ain't a person in America that don't have a whole life in their phone. And we ain't talking about your granddaddy who still got that flip phone, baby. We talking about y'all people that done had these iPhones for about 10 years. It ain't nothing a motherfucker want to find out about you that they can't find out in that phone. Somebody must not have told her that they could find out anything about her on her phone. She thought it was a good idea to leave her phone. Oh, they not going to be able to trace me if I leave my phone. They'll look like I was in a struggle and I dropped my phone. All right, well, sis, did you also know that they was going to unlock your motherfucking phone and look all through that bitch? So this is what happened when they get the phone. Listen. So not only do she had a Life 360 app on her phone, and I don't know if y'all know what the Life 360 app is, but I didn't have that on my kids' phone. That is an app that wherever they take that phone, you can see where they at. If they walking slow, you can see they walking slow. If they in a car that's going 45 miles per hour, you can see that they going 45 miles per hour. If they stop somewhere for 22 minutes, you can see they stop there for 22 minutes. If they always stop there for 22 minutes, you can see they always stop there for 22 minutes. There ain't nothing you can't find out about a motherfucker's whereabouts on that Life 360. So apparently they looked through this. This was crazy about the Life 360, y'all. You know how them subscriptions hit your joint once a month, and you be mad as fuck. $10.95. You're like, what the hell? Apple done charged me for $10.95 again. Then you start looking through your subscriptions. Man, I'm about to cancel that. I don't even be using that. You can't forget about an app on your phone that you got to pay for monthly. So sis, in the last 30 days, you done paid for the Life 360 app at least one time. How did you forget that it was on your phone? So they looking all through the Life 360 app to see what she been doing. Then this was crazy. So they at the press conference, the detective said, and when we retrieved the Miss Carley's phone, we noticed that she had did a Google search for a couple items, and these were the following items. See, white folk ain't finna give you up all this information unless they know you lying. They not finna give you no information. That's it. How many times you call and said, hey, listen, my man got shot and everything. He got killed. We had a funeral. Do y'all have any details about what might have happened? What they say? We're still investigating. We don't really have anything right now. When we do, we will call you immediately. They don't give up nothing unless they know it's bullshit. Okay? They just went through her Google search and told her all the time. She had the nerve the night before though. Not. Now let me tell y'all something. If you planning to do something and you trying to make sure you get away with that same something, I'ma beg you to not be looking for it the day before. Okay? I need you to plan ahead. I need you to get on that the weekend before, so you got 5 to 7 days to tie up all your loose ends and all that. Miss Carley gonna look for how to stage an abduction. She Googled how do you stage an abduction, and one of the things she Googled was the movie Taken. Now, Miss Carley, I don't know. Now I ain't saying I've seen all the Takens, but most of us seen some of one of the Takens. Like everybody been in the room when Taken came on before, or everybody been in a Netflix and chill situation where, oh, we're gonna watch all the Takens this weekend. Like how the fuck you ain't never seen none of the Takens? Apparently you have not, because you didn't do a good job at staging your Taken. You understand me? So she's Googling all this stuff on how to fake an abduction and how to get away with and how to report a missing person and this and this and that. They going all through her phone like, hold up now. Sis, is you. Now, mind you, at this point, they done got the canines out, the bloodhounds. They done got the FBI, the CIA, all types of people out here looking for this black woman. All types of white folks putting in overtime looking for this black woman. I bet you if they would have went through that phone before they started looking, they wouldn't have looked for her ass. I bet you they wouldn't have did that shit. So bang, they looking for her. Now they going through her phone throughout the process, but now it done hit national, so they got to find her. Because one thing they not going to have is the NAACP coming down there and talk about they don't care about black women disappearing. So they like, you know what? We halfway think she full of shit, but we got to find her and confirm it. We can't call her full of shit and then she don't show back up. So they got all the resources. They got the boats in the water. They got the Rangers. They got the helicopters out there looking for her. They like, she couldn't have got but so far, but so fast. They never found the toddler. I didn't know if y'all knew that part or not. They never found the toddler. Like the butt naked toddler that was on the highway. They never found him. Okay? They never found him. About 48 hours go past. And I'm talking about America's in an uproar. right? We know some stuff hit viral, will be on the news. Everybody praying for Carley and her family. Bring Carley home. Motherfuckers was doing fish fries, trying to raise money for the parents, all type of shit, right? She show up at the crib like 2 days later, like 49 hours later, right? Now, black folk, when you get abducted, kidnapped, somebody trying to traffic you, you're not finna show up 48 hours later. Because I don't think whatever they was going to do with you is over in 48 hours. Like, if they was going to take your liver and 2 of your kidneys, I don't know that they would have been able to do all that and get you sewn back up and get you back to the crib 48 hours. I just don't know if they'd have been able to do that. If they was going to traffic you and try to sell you in Indonesia, I don't know that they would have been able to take you to the auction, you got rejected, and bring you back in 48 hours. Like, it wasn't even enough for them to film another 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even have time to bring first 48 down there, okay? Normally, they bring them down on like the 3rd day. They tell y'all it's the first 48, but it don't be the first 48 hours because they don't be on set like that. 48 hours, she showed up back at the crib. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm staging an abduction, okay, when I get back, it's going to be a bang. I'm talking about, because I know the news camera's going to be out there because I researched this and I watched the first taking. I know goddamn well a lot of stuff got to come about because ain't no way I can just show up like nothing ever happened. So she ended up telling them, I got abducted. I remember it being 2 people. It was a woman and a man. I didn't see the woman, but I heard her voice. I was in the back of a tractor trailer. When you pull back up to the crib, Carley, you got to get kicked out the tractor trailer. I know Ray or one of them drive them trucks down there in Alabama. They could have helped you out with this little hoax and at least pulled up to the trip and kicked you out the back of the trailer so that the whole story came about. Because I know this. If I lied about stealing a horse and said that I rode a horse from the East Coast to the West Coast, but then I showed back up to the East Coast without a horse, you're not going to believe me that I rode a horse from the East Coast to the West Coast. So, Carley, I'm trying to understand how you get abducted in a tractor trailer with your car moving, left your phone, seen a butt-naked Tyler. You come back 48 hours later, and you ain't even in no truck. They said she walked up to the crib. How y'all doing? Now, you know black mothers, they just happy to see their baby. Oh, my God, my baby, Jesus. But you got to know a black mama, hey, after she done praying and rejoicing, it had to be a point right before they ate that she was like, now, baby, what'd you say happened? Now, I don't know what that conversation was like in their household, because they was probably going through it. And I don't take light about nobody child being missing. You know how your kid, how your son or daughter don't come home on time at night, and it be real late, and you start to think about the worst. Then they just come up to the crib smelling like weed, and you realize they just didn't come home because they was somewhere smoking weed. And you go from worried to I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm assuming that somebody in Carley's family was ready to fuck her up, okay? Because she done came back without a scratch. She done came back without a bruise, a scratch, no stitches. They done did a rape kit on her, ain't nothing happened. Now, this was crazy. So, you know, when the police involved, the police involved. See, y'all don't understand. These white folk, they was born to investigate. Some of them was brought in this world to investigate. Their granddaddy was a detective. Their daddy was a detective. And when they was born, they said, oh, he's going to make a fine detective. They said that in the delivery room. You put about 400 of them white folk together, they got to find stuff out. They got to crack the case. And when they don't crack the case, they feel some type of way. That's why you hear them talking about cold cases. And you like, what you mean cold cases? Because they don't like when a case go unsolved. You know unsolved mysteries? We didn't make up that term. No, white folks made up that term. Unsolved mysteries. See, black folk, if we can't figure something out, we just let it go. Hey, you know what? They never did find out what happened today there now. We just gonna have to let it go. God bless him and his grandmama. We not finna be talking about it 10 years later, man. But they don't let shit go. So Carley thought, what you thought you was about to come just right back to the crib. Everything was gonna be cool. No, everything ain't cool. You had the whole state of Alabama and the whole United States and some of Canada looking for your ass. No, this ain't over. So bang, she get back to the crib. Now, the detective was talking about the press release that we contacted Carley to come in and make a statement, but her lawyer responded and said, oh, no, she's not coming in to make a statement or help y'all with the investigation, but we're going to email you a statement. Now, I don't know about y'all. I don't know how many times you've been abducted or kidnapped. I don't know that a lawyer is the first person I will be wanting to contact after I have been abducted and returned back to the crib. I don't know that an attorney is who I'm thinking about when I get back to my family after I thought I was just going to be sex trafficked. Miss Carley, why did you think that you can go get a lawyer and that they wasn't going to see that that was some bullshit as well? Like, when you get abducted and you come home, I understand you want to go to the hospital, you want to eat, you want to talk to a therapist, you want to go see a priest, you want to do a lot of things. I don't understand and where did she go consult with an attorney? And then the attorney, he ain't got no goddamn business taking this case, but you know what he gonna take? He said, God damn. Now he knows she lying through her motherfucking teeth, and every time she try to explain, he said, go ahead, baby girl, I ain't worried about the details. Don't even worry about the details. I'm about to be famous. As soon as they bring these motherfucking news cameras out here, and you go on trial for lying about being abducted and shit, I'm gonna be famous down this motherfucker. I ain't worried about getting you off, bitch. You going to jail. That man knows she going to jail. He said, hell yeah, I'll take the case. He ain't got to take no more cases this whole year. He got Carley Russell. So the police, you know how they do. Yes, ma'am. We'd like you to come in, help us with it. Just give us a couple details about what had happened. What time do you think you can come to the station? Now, black folk, we ain't finna go to no station if we think we might go to jail. We like, now, detective such and such. I ain't got no warrants, do I? Because I got to get home to my babies. I got to work tomorrow. She knows she finna get charged with something. She said, oh, no, I ain't going down that motherfucking police station now. They're going to come get me. They're going to come. Matter of fact, tell them we're going to issue a statement. So the press release, they said her attorney sent this email over as her statement. This is what she said. I am sorry that I've lied to everyone about my abduction. Now, he could have stopped reading. He could have stopped reading the shit right then and there. That's all he had to read. But white folk funny, and they get a little mad when you done wasted their goddamn good cop time, okay? It's all types of good law enforcement hours that you done wasted on this shit, and he mad as fuck, so he got to expose your ass. He could have stopped reading the goddamn email right there and said she full of whole shit, and she back at home with her family, ain't nothing happened to her, case closed. He said, no, I'm gonna read the whole joint. There was actually no abduction. I had nobody helping me with this matter. I was all alone when it came to this. I am sorry that I have let my family and my friends down. I am sorry that I have wasted the state of Alabama's time. So not only do you fake an abduction, you go through all these details and go through all this rigmarole, lying about a butt-naked Tyler on the highway. Then on top of that, you admit to it in an email? Now, black folk, I don't know about y'all, man. It's niggas that still ain't admit to selling that little bit of weed in 95. It's niggas that swear that weed wasn't theirs in 95. He been home for 20 years. I told them that weed wasn't mine. Now, how you gonna admit to the crime in an email and then think what she thought they was gonna say? Oh, you know what, sis? Everything's cool. Everything's copacetic. We just gonna go ahead and let it go. No harm, no foul. Go on and go back to your job. Now, first of all, sis, you done lost your job. Okay? You on camera in front of the whole nation stealing shit about your job. Okay? That started the whole situation. So you can't go back to your job. Then on top of that, then, if anything ever happened to you again, they not finna believe anything you talking about when you call 911. Because the first question they gonna say, is this Carley Russell? And as soon as you do, you say, yeah, they gonna hang up on you. Because you did a whole false report and wasted people's time and their money and their resources. And on top of that, can you go back to the church that was trying to raise money to help fund finding you? Huh? Can you go back to that church and show your face? No, you can't. This is what I think. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. People have done more for less. I say people have done more for less. I feel like she was in the hotel with somebody's husband and ain't want nobody to know. Like, because I know we thinking it got to be some super wild shit. But if all you got was snacks, and that means, sis, you wasn't hiding out in the woods. You wasn't hiding out in the woods. Them bloodhounds and goddamn canines would have found your ass. I think she was in the red roof with somebody's husband. I ain't even gonna hold you because I know y'all thinking, no, Mark, she ain't gonna come up with this big ass story and go through all this elaborate details and all these events just to be with somebody's husband for the weekend. A lot of y'all flew to Miami to be with somebody's husband. Got babysitter for your kids. Took time off. And she might have been trying to get FMLA too. Y'all know how I be when you try and get FMLA. Like they take you through it. Like you gotta go through some horrific shit to get that FMLA. She was trying to kill a couple birds with one stone. But she was terrible in her planning. She didn't plan far enough ahead. She got too detailed with it. Then you got on 911 trying to lie to the 911 operator. You not used to calling 911, so you not as good at this as the 911 operator. Then you show back up after you couldn't even last for a week. Since you were supposed to stay out there for about a week and a half at least. Then you come back without no bumps and bruises. You ain't think to just run through the woods and get some scratches and shit and hit your head on a tree on purpose and shit and have a big old hickey on your head or something? Man, this was poor planning. That's the world we live in, y'all. Hey, listen. We glad they find Miss Carley. And we glad that it wasn't a real abduction. But boy, oh boy, baby. You made me giggle to my motherfucking spirit this week, baby. Boy, you know how you think you ain't shit until you hear about somebody else? You be like, boy, that motherfucking Carley Russell take the cake, baby. You hear me? So, it is your boy, Mark My Words. We'll be back next week with another Mark My Events. If you have a Mark My Event that you would like me to speak on, baby, just go ahead and throw it in the DM. Throw it in the inbox. I'm on IG, Mark_motivation. On Facebook, same way, Mark_motivation. So, like, share, and subscribe. Get back at me next week. We're going to be back to it, baby. Mark My Events. This is me. This is you. Signing out.